And this is going to be really exciting because we have a championship battle. We have 20 drivers here for the final race of the season. The third straight race with a full grid. Might be the fourth, actually. Yes, the fourth. So excellent turnout once again from these lads. And we'll see if they can put on a show today. I absolutely think they can, though. That is for sure. And right now I'm going to work on a thumbnail really quickly. And then I'll get the stream link out to all you guys. Currently, Fight Me Not Bot is on pole. WSR Finale. Bats Plus. No, J707J. Alright, perfect. I got the thumbnail saved. Okay, thumbnail, content, lives. The fuck can't I see it? Damn it. Is it not up? Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm really stupid. How do I do a thumbnail? Oh, I have to switch accounts. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go on board with bats. I'll keep you guys on board with bats for now. I'm sorry, I should have done this thumbnail before the actual race. Would have been a smart idea. And qualifying's not that important. I want to save my voice for the race. That's for sure. So it disappear. The fire's in the ice, and I really don't care. Just beat it. Just beat it. Captions, no. What do I want? I'm trying to... Can anybody help me? How do you get a manage videos lives? It doesn't show it there. Add a channel, no. I might have to go on the computer. We're not going to worry about that for now, though. I'll make sure to get that up before the race. Hold on. It's not ABS that's off. Hold up. Yeah, TC is allowed. Alright, share. So between qualifying and the race, I have to quickly go and change the thumbnail. Like really quickly. Alright, Neo the Dog put it on pole here. Tapasser's currently in second, Robbins in third. Bats Plus on mediums in fourth. Holy shit, he is absolutely flying today, guys, around this track. Fight Me Now Bot is down on his lap, it looks like. 4 seconds, but that could be right. That is right. There's no way he's improving on that lap time. Marone, currently on a lap. As he flies through Meggets and Beckets now. Regular limits are on it once again for this race, just like we have done for the past couple races, and I've liked it a lot better than having the strict limits. Here comes Marone, fastest middle sector for the Dutchman. He has a 27.4 at the moment. He probably has a lot of time to gain in this final sector. Keeps all 4 tires on the track through Stowe. Now coming up into Vale. Locks up a little bit, I believe. There I saw a lock up. Could be wrong, but he's driving really nicely. And it's going to be a solid time for Marone. Puts him up into a 7th. Meanwhile, Fred the Red said he was looking forward to this race. It looks like he's had a wreck. Yeah, he's spun it again somehow. Killer Brown's on a lap, 104.7 for the first sector. He's going to be well off the pace, it seems. Compared to most of the drivers. Killer Brown, 128.9 for Killer Brown at the moment. Acid Masters is on a lap. Jason SMJ on the mediums, copying what his championship rival Bats Plus is doing. Jason SMJ is all focused right now. He is locked in. Let's see what time he can do. Coming around the final corner, it's a 26.8. 2 tenths quicker than Bats Plus, who needs to gain, remember, count them, 5 points in the championship. Same DJ. The Mercedes, the Alpine driver's on a lap. Oh, Acid Masters too. Acid Masters coming through. Meggets and Beckets now. Oh, he really messed that up really badly, unless that was lag. Master's 29.4. That's pretty slow for him. Same TJ. Oh! Loses the rear. 27.9 for TJ. TJ! We're coming to the final laps now, guys. All the marbles are left to play for here. If only I could figure out how to no, gosh, Fight Me Now Bot lagged out. Can somebody invite him? Just waiting right now. Bats. He's going on mediums again. I think we're on board Neo to Pastor. Who knows? Here comes the Pastor, about to start his lap as he heads down into turn 1 here at Silverstone. We'll see what he can do through the first sector, but it looks like he has a good chance of pole. He seems to be complaining a little bit about some of the other drivers cutting corners. Struggling to get on the power there through whatever turn that is. I'll have to get the track map up But he's coming to the end of second one now. Walter Pastor put it on pole. Could he cause some issues for the other championship contenders? He's off 2.5 tenths already, though. That is not good. And I think he's backed out of his lap. Yes, he has. So that has curtailed his chances. The other door is currently on a lap as well. I'll stick on board with him. Here he comes through Cops. Flat out. Keeps the car on the track, which is what you really want to do through that corner. And they're coming up into Maggots and Beckett's turns 10 through 14. Go on board with him now. He is flying along this track at Silverstone. Could this be another Neo the Door pull in the British Grand Prix qualifying session? He's up 3 tenths. Neo the Door's absolutely flying without even extending the track at all. Now coming through Stowe now. See what he can do as he heads up towards Vale. Looks pretty nice. As long as he keeps it nice and tidy, he will easily have pole in this session. Sunstone J has finished the session in 3rd place at the moment. Here he comes, struggling to get into the power a little bit. You can see the back of the car squirming, but he's up 4 tenths. He absolutely destroyed the field. But does Robin have anything to say about it? He moves up in a second, and further back, Bats Plus is currently on the lap, and he almost jumps Jason a 7J. Those two are going to be lining up probably side by side on the grid. Maroon improves slightly. United Bosnia, will he? He might move up to 6th or 7th. Yes, 6th for United Bosnia, the Super Swede. And Fred the Red's the last guy, but he is off in the gravel. And that is qualifying over. Your 2 championship contenders, J707J and Bats Plus, are going to be starting basically side by side at the start of the race. So we wait for Halmar. He's pitting. Just retire, Halmar, if you hear me. It's just going to take longer, and it's not really worth it. So, qualifying complete here for the final round of the championship. Near the door is your pole sitter, Robbins in 2nd, the Pastors in 3rd. We got the 2 championship contenders, both on mediums. They probably would have put it on pole. But I think it's going to be a pretty close battle from near the door, and we'll see if some safety cars shake up the grid order just a tiny, tiny bit. Hopefully there's not too many incidents. Hopefully we have a clean race. And I'm quite excited for this. I hope you guys are too. 2 safety cars. There's going to be a safety car. Probably. Fred, do you think you're going to wreck? Fight me now, bot will wreck. I know you're struggling with the, maybe 3. I mean, it's possible. Come on, load comments, please. That's 5 tenths the difference. Okay, so, they're right on you. Yeah, for sure. I think we're at 19. Yeah, because Matthew here lagged out. This weirdo keeps joining. Fight me now, bot. Ready up! Oh my gosh. Alright, perfect. Hopefully the people that are actually watching aren't just the drivers. I think that's what it is. Damn it. You only want to get ready? Huh. This is gonna be the best race of the season. I really think it. Really think it is going to be the best race. I just had that feeling. Alright, formation lap is about to take place here. Let's look at the tire strategies for all of our drivers. So, according to the game, it's soft to medium. Yeah, obviously. Currently, near the door. First, Robin second. We know all this. Championship contenders are both on mediums. If we were to finish like this, Jason and SMJ would win by 7 points. Then, 6th through 11th on softs. Somebody hasn't started on the formation lap. That's Fight Me Now bot. He says he's still on the loading screen, so I'll give him a pass on that. Curtis J in 12th. Same TJ in 13th. Stub in 14th. Show Me in 15th. Fred the Red in 16th. Killer Brown in 17th. They're all on mediums. Lange is on sauce. Asmester's on sauce. Or mediums. And Matthew is on sauce. The underdoor's backing up the track quite a decent amount here. I'm just waiting for the start of the race, man. Let's just bring the action, man. Come on. I wonder what's going to happen if I mean Bot's car, because if he's still on the loading screen, that means it's going to get glitched. Shouldn't it disqualify him from the formation lap? From the formation lap? You'd think so. Comes near the door though, through the final corner with Flaming Bots not even taking part in the formation lap because I think something's glitched. What's gonna happen here? What the fuck is going on? Oh my gosh. I don't like this. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's gonna be quite interesting. Be careful, London and Marone. Because that's going to cause... If that causes chaos, we will obviously do something about it, but I pray it doesn't. But we're ready to get for the... We are ready to get... Wait, what is going on with this car? Tell him to leave. Someone will invite you back, Find Me Now, bot. Please, leave. 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 Why? Are you going to do the full formation lap? Oh my gosh. Really? What the fuck? No, he. Will the tires get cold? I'm curious, will the tires get cold? Or are we good? Eh. Because I heard the tires won't get... Wait. What the... Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Race normally. Race normally. If it's good. What? Fiber lights are out already! All of a sudden... Oh, yep, we are oh my gosh. Yep, we're probably restarting. Ah! I'd say so. I think so. I think we have to restart. What do you guys think? I think that's ridiculous. I think we're restarting. Restarting probably. Because of the bug. Yeah. Fuck. Alright, we'll restart this thing. Yep, we will restart. That's the second race in a row we've had to restart. Jason SMJ will be your host, though. Had a lobby bug again. Ain't that something? Just some Jay got the lobby up. Let's see. We've lost all the viewers. Everybody else wrecked. Else wrecked. All right. The quicker Jason SMJ gets this invite out, the easier it is in the long run. Alright. Oh, it's killer_Browns. Trying to find everybody. It's difficult, man. This game's not really set up for league racing, I think, at the moment. Just my opinion. Come on. The quicker everybody joins and selects the car, the easier this is. Because it's going to take a lot of time if we don't get our ass in gear. Killer Browns. I'm such an idiot. Alright. Why can't I click off this? Alright, we almost have everybody back in. Matthew, are you joining? Who's missing? Who's missing? McLaren, McLaren. Jason SMJ. Pick your car. Fight me now, bud. Joining or no? We're gonna find me now, bot. Alright. Fight me now, bot will be joining. And make sure our formation lap's on. And remember, weather needs to be dry.
Alright.
You almost forgot about that.
Dry.
Okay, I'm looking at everything.
Realistic. Rules regular.
Good.
Safety car reduced. Formation lap on.
AI difficulty to 80. Just in case one of you guys lags out.
Okay.
Car damage reduced. I don't know how you forgot about that.
Reduce. Well, I was doing my custom grid, that's why I did.
You haven't done anything else?
Everything should be the way you like it, Daddy. I mean...
Make sure. I'm just making sure. Assist 2 gives a crap. Elaine's just bitching about a brake assist being off. Formation left's on, correct? Formation left's on. And make... Hey. Are you redoing the grid? Okay. Alright, ready up, bitches. Yep, alright. I'll see you, farthead. Alright, boys, we're ready! Wait, J707! That's good. Never mind. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. gosh, are you kidding me? Never mind, we're good. Pick setups. Pick setups. Don't forget. We're not restarting for somebody who forgets to pick a setup. Why would you somebody ready up immediately? That's really dumb. Matthew has joined back. Alright. Why can't I hear anything? There we are. Alright, Sam TJ needs an invite. Invites, invites, invites. Come on, man. Stay in the lobby. There's so many people lagging out. It's the shit game. That's what it is. Alright. Everybody's based on the same powers. For the most part. I think. Yeah, some of the guys at the back switch tires. Who cares, though? It doesn't matter. I mean, you should, but it's the last race. Just have fun. Drive clean. Do not wreck. We don't need everybody wrecking. So, hopefully not like 10 safety cars. I think it's going to be a really exciting race. Hopefully it doesn't glitch again. Okay. We got some people disqualified formation lap. Alrighty. Come on, I just finished the lap. Is Matthew back? Currently not. Same TJ is not back. Nope, okay. Well, that sucks. Alright, get ready for the final lights here for the final race of the season. Championship decider between Jason and SMJ and Bats Plus. Final lights are all on. And it's lights out, away we go. Near the door's got a really good start. Into turn one, he's got an easy lead. Oh, it's a passenger, he moves up in the second. Here comes Bats Plus around the outside. Off Robin up in the third. But Jason and SMJ is going to sneak it down the inside. We got a record. Matthew Hero has not started apparently. Bats Plus and Jason SMJ going side by side. This is the championship right here early in this race. Marone has had a spin in front of the whole pack. Matthew has been disqualified. His AI has cost him here today. Jason SMJ going to try and make a move around the outside. Bats Plus is going to defend successfully. But no, Jason SMJ is coming back around the outside. Through left field now and on to the straight before cops. We'll see what happens. Just on the subject, still in the slipstream. We have yellow flags for Curtis J, Fight Me Not Bot, and Fred the Red. Sebastian won an excellent start from him. He moved up very quickly and very nicely there. Position change. Show Me's up 5 positions. Hallmark Kleppel is up 4. And we go back to the tower graphic. Robin's in this slipstream with the passenger. He's trying to make the move back on the passenger who overtook him into the first turn. Here comes VR Robin down the inside. Dutch versus Belgian. Who's going to win? Down the inside he goes. This is tight-nosed racing. They're going side by side, banging wheels. And now down in the Vale. Looks like the passenger will stay ahead. Just on the SMJ still behind his championship rival, Bats Plus. If it were to stay like this, Jason SMJ would win by 3 points. But Robin is still very, very close to the Belgian ahead, who's starting to lose a little bit of time to Theodore near the door. Oh, as Robin gets in a bit deeply, he nearly lost the rear of his car there because he locked up. You saw like just a little bit of a twitch, and you got to think about that in the rest of in terms of the rest of the race, the big picture. Will Robin have an incident? I don't think so, but you know, it's early in the race. You know, become easier to not lock up as the race goes on with lower fuel loads. And Robin really seems to be struggling a little bit with locking up. Keep in mind, Bats Plus and Jason SMJ are on the alternate strategy. Bats Bot has retired intentionally. Oh boy. VSC's been deployed. It could turn into a safety car. We'll see. Everybody seemed pretty well reserved on that start. No major incidents, luckily. Penalties, nothing. No penalties. Position change. Curtis J's lost 6. Same TJ 4. Brother Reds lost 3. Marone and London lost 3. I'm surprised Marone only lost 3. He had that major incident. Hallmar's up 4. Xiaomi up 5. Lange up 5. Acid Masters up 4. Xiaomi up 5 on those Oh my gosh, near the doors picked up a drive-through penalty on the VSC restart. That's going to absolutely screw his race over. And that will help Bats Plus and Jason SMJ. Keep in mind, the closer Bats Plus gets to the lead, the more Jason SMJ has to be a bit concerned. Because if these guys finish 1-2 and Bats gets first, he could win by either 2 or 1 point, depending on who gets fastest lap. So Jason SMJ's really got to keep that in mind, especially if some of these drivers ahead start to make mistakes, and it looks like Robin's about to lose the DRS. As he goes wide. I don't think there'll be a move made on this lap. There is DRS though for Bats Plus, who's using a little bit of ERS to stay ahead. I don't think he needed to. Show me up into 8th already. Near the door. Well off the pace, but I think he'll be able to make a comeback drive here if he so desires. Lonagwaga currently doing a decent race here in 9th for the opening few laps. Nothing too special though. Is there anybody we could really go on board with right now? There's not much going on. Oh, Xiaomi, that is an invalidation. So, and that's 1. If you want to count that against you in the steward's room after the race. Maybe that's why he's moved up so much. I hope not. But onto the straightaway, Xiaomi's going to have a great opportunity to move up into 7th after starting well outside the top 10. So will London Guaga. London's going to make her move around the outside. Bosnia's really struggling, but he's going to try and hold it a little bit on London. And London drifts out wide, but Bosnia cannot stay ahead. Robin with the fastest lap piece is starting to get into a bit of a rhythm here. Homer's trying to stay with those guys, but he's losing the DRS. And Galaxy's pointing in a good performance so far. For good measure. Marone, we know he's very quick in the race, and he's going to send it down the inside. Oh, that's Marone's fault. That's sort of like Kimmy and what the Hamilton incident a few years ago. I think that sort of was a bit of a risky dive, and Marone just understeered a little bit into it. Bosnia's dropped down to 13th. Let's see if he can regroup after that minor incident. On to Cops now. I mean, really, Galaxy's very quick. Hallmar's not really struggling, actually. These top 4 are going to break away for sure. See if Galaxy can close up. He's going through Maggots and Beckett. Now, side by side, somebody's going to have to back out, and Galaxy does. But further up, Robin. He is absolutely flying, the Dutchman. Driving like Max Verstappen here. He's in the slipstream, out to Pastor, down the Camel... not the Camel Straight. The Hanger Straight. And down into Stowe he goes, round the outside. What a move from VR Robin. Galaxy Abram was not able to pull off a move, actually, on Hallmar. But Xiaomi did get a move on Lonagwaga. Or they were battling, sorry. Now on to the front straightaway. Robin holds a narrow lead, but I think it's going to be a back and forth tussle here. Near the door, still 7.5 seconds back. He's closing quick though. I tell you what, he's in for some good points, Neo, if he can just keep it calm, hope for a safety car, which will eventually happen at some point. We know it will. That's how it always is. Marone gets by London Guaga, who's into the grass. So is there more contact? I hope not. Galaxy I'm going down the inside of Palmar, taking a really cautious line through there. More cautious than he needed to, and he spun. That was a weird spin, Galaxy. Top 4 separated by almost nothing. As London Guaga, oh my gosh, London's having an absolute shocker there. Further back. Stud's retired. Stud has lost it on the inside. Safety car is deployed, and you have to wonder, I think these top 2 are going to pit. I think Bats Plus, Jason SMJ, and Shahomi, Killer Brown, and Curtis Jason stay out. At least in my opinion. And that's what the other door needed, just a safety car, but hopefully doesn't speed under it again. Hopefully nobody does. Stubb has retired. Stu. It's faster, they're both into the pits, as expected. Bats Plus stays out. Palmar's gonna pit, Marone's gonna pit. Does that help? That really doesn't help the medium runners. It kind of shafts them. But it does help out Jason SMJ. But there'll probably be another safety car at some point. So I guess the one thing maybe the guys on medium should have pit. But they're all gonna stay out. They could have gone to hards, like the Pastor's doing. We'll see what Robin puts on. Mediums. Yeah, 20 laps isn't that long, but hards won't be that much worse. So there'll be 6 runners, same TJZI. Curtis J, Killer Brown, Shahomi, Jason SMJ Bats. So, I don't know, man. Has the Pastor screwed himself over? We saw what Goldfinch was able to do in Portimao with the same sort of strategy, and it worked out pretty well. Everybody else put on mediums, though. It really begs the question, did Pastor make a bit of a mistake? We'll see. For sure. We are waiting for the safety car to go away. Bats Plus and J707J are battling very closely. Yeah, to Pastor, the thing is, mediums can easily do 20 laps here. At least I think. Terrible. And my game crashed. Please. Stream's still there, hey! So I'm telling you, it's not the, invite me. Invite, please. Somebody. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's interesting. How in the world did that happen? Not too sure. Because it says my my connection's bad, but the stream's still up. Huh? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Alright, we're back. Featherhead's wrecked under the safety car. I've never seen that. I actually have seen that. Very rare, though. It's quite embarrassing, isn't it? Wouldn't you think? Wrecking under the safety car. Alright, we're back to green flag action here. Momentarily. When will Neo the Door go? I'm going to say it's pretty soon, and he does go now. Goes early. Oh, that's Bats Plus. I am very sorry. Bats Plus goes pretty early, and has about a 5/10 gap going into turn 1 over Mr. J707J. We'll watch VR Robin make his way through this pack. Get a nice camera angle, please. Thank you. Jeez, these camera angles are awful. Okay, Curtis J's right on the back of Killer Brown, though. Killer Brown's lost a ton of time on the safety car restart. And another shitty camera angle as Curtis goes around the outside of Killer Brown and up into 5th. And Robin's very close for good measure. Killer Brown's giving him quite a decent amount of space. Clean driving from Killer Brown there. As Robin pulls off the move into cops. Nice move from VR Robin. Meanwhile, Marone pretty cool. Galaxy, yeah, Galaxy's really quick, but he lost a lot of time because of double. No, he didn't double stack. How did he fall back so far? I wonder. Really, really do wonder. Pass is going to look for a move on Killer Brown, though, actually. Into Stowe. Makes the move. Marone trying to follow suit on Killer Brown. Killer Brown's driving quite nicely for these guys. He's not putting up too much of a fight, which I don't mind. I mean, hey, you do what you do. Do what you want to do. Lange gets by same TJ's AI. Acid Masters is really slow today. Something I've noticed, but we have to go on board with the battle for the lead, the championship battle. Right now, Bats Plus is your champion by a point. Yep, champion by a point, Bats Plus, if it were to stay like this, but these guys have to pit. Which begs the question, what will happen at the end of the race? Will these guys be able to catch up? I'm not too sure. I highly doubt it. Right now, Jason SMJ is keeping up quite nicely. So that's for sure. Through cops now, nice run. Xiaomi's trying to stay with these guys, but they're on a different level today. Really, I mean, just like in general, they were able to keep up with Neo into Pastor on the sauce. Oh, it was Robin into Pastor. It's very impressive driving. Just on the SMJ is not going to make a move this lap. Acid Masters gets by the AI. Anything? Any battles? The other door's close. You can tell he's really struggling to buy these guys. That's a warning for Galaxy Aero in terms of track limits. DRS has enabled this lap though, and that should make this really interesting. Because finally we'll start to see some overtakes. I think Marone might go for an overtake. He's trying. We'll stay on board with Jason SMJ because that's the championship battle. That's what we really want to focus on today. With only 17 laps left of this race already. And 17 runners. Bit of a nice surprise. As, oh, we have a wreck. Galaxy ARAM battling with Acid Masters is spun. And down the inside goes Marone on to Pastor. Trying to get a little bit of a cutback here. Curtis Dre's driving quite nicely. He's been able to hold these guys off, unlike Killer Brown, who lost a lot of time early. That's often what happens when you're the first guy at this last guy with old tires. You almost always get swamped, and then the guys ahead, it takes a little bit more time, but eventually they get swamped too. And the more some of these guys hold up, guys like Robin, it helps our two championship contenders. As Jason SMJ moves past Bats Plus. I just missed that. Whoopsies. Lane 69, looking for a move on Killer Brown. Down into Stowe! Killer Brown is not going to give that up. He's fighting with people his speed, his pace level, and he's not going to give it up easy, but... Oh, Lane's just going to go around the outside. There's a little bit of a squeeze. Killer Brown almost loses it. For good measure. We'll go back up to Bats Plus. Same TJ's AI pit. And here comes, on the next lap, Bats Plus, right back at Jason SMJ. So are these two going to try and use the DRS to their advantage? I don't know. I think Jason SMJ used a decent amount of ERS up there, trying to stay ahead of Bats Plus. Could be wrong, though. But that's what it looked like to me. As Fred the Red, about to make a move on the Killer Brown. Makes it stick at the end of Sector 1, whatever turn that is. I really don't know which one it is, if I'm being honest. Killer Brown's gonna come back at him though through cops. Oh! Yep, that wasn't gonna work. Buzz is gonna slip through. At least he thought about it. Oh no, London! Wow! What a save! London Guaga, impressive stuff, man. He might have a bit of wing damage though. If I could get a good camera angle, I think he's good. But everybody chucked up in front of him, and that's what really screwed him over. Curtis J. He's driving really impressively right now, keeping up with Robin. He's catching up to our leaders. Show me's lost to DRS. Curtis J with the fast slap. What's going on, man? Is it a blue moon? Well, Curtis J can stick with these guys. He could have a shot at a podium at the end of this race, depending on safety cars, VSCs, really how the race flows out from here. Near the door makes a move on Killer Brown. A little bit of a squeeze. Killer Brown's down to 14th, unfortunately. Bats Plus still really close to Jason S7J. Through Mackinson back, it's about a 5-10 gap. He might make a move this lap. I don't think I'll be too far back. It's going to be really difficult to gap Bats, though, as to Pastor nearly wrecks. Bosnia's really close to Freddy. Oh, as Near the Door sneaks down the inside, and now he's going to try and perform a double move, maybe? We're going to have to go on board with Masters, though, who makes the move on Lange, and then we'll go back to Near the Door, who's in the slipstream of Fred the Red, trying to go around the outside into Stowe. Freddy's going to hold it, Near the Door, supreme on the brakes, and in the middle of the corner, he makes the move with the stick. Galaxy Aram and Lange. Lange is pitting for a nose. Oh, that's London Waga. He's pitting for a nose change. I thought he had damage, and I was correct. Oh, it's Robin has... There's no way he spun it there. It must have been Curtis. Right? Probably. That's the only thing I could think of. And people normally don't just drop it there. Curtis may be getting a little bit overzealous. It seems like the mediums are a really good race tire, man. And that changes a lot because Robin is going to be... What's the gap? The problem is the pit lane's so long, but... Hey, they'll come out around 16, 17 seconds behind Robin. I think it's going to be too much of a gap to make up in that time, but... Could they put on a show? Yeah, for sure. Feather Red's wrecked. Wing damage? Yeah, it's going to be wing damage for sure. Oh yeah, big wing damage. He'll be back with London. People are starting to fall to incidents. Halfway through this race, this is one of the shortest races on the calendar. in terms of race time, just because of how short the lap is with how little cautions. No, how little Oh, that's plus. Almost lost it there. That was close. Jason and SMJ still in control, but one mistake, and somebody's gonna be walking away with $100, and the other is not. This race has started to slow down a little bit, actually. More than I thought it would. But one thing I'd like to talk about that I've noticed as the season has gone on is how close the grid has gone. I mean, really. I mean, I know we've added some drivers, but like guys like, you know, Bosnia, Galaxy have really started to close the gap on the top guys. I think, like, before the beginning of the season, I mean, they were 2 or 3 seconds down a lap. Now they're down to about a second a lap, and the field spread is a lot less than it used to be. I remember at China, third place finished 40 seconds off the lead. 40! Look how crazy that is, man. Now it's down underneath 10 seconds. That just proves how much the grid has improved as this season has gone on. It's really been something to behold, as Bats Plus makes a move for the lead, and now he's back into the championship lead by 2 points over Mr. J7. As Bats Plus pits, he is the first one to make a move, and he's going to have some nice fresh air. J7 SMJ is going to have to counter that move next lap. Show me pits as well on the same lap. So does that screw Bats over in terms of getting blocked? I don't think it will. J7 SMJ's teammate Curtis J is also putting in some decent lap times. He's 4 seconds back. He's pretty quick. Maroon's not getting much time. And then you got the Pastor, Robin, and Hallmar. 4 European drivers, side by side, pretty much. As Masters and then Neo the door. We can't count out Neo for this one. He is caught up to the back. As Masters made his way through this midfield, and he's about 4 seconds behind Hallmar. And if those guys start to battle, I mean, he could absolutely have a move at some point. Bats Plus has a 7-second gap to Galaxy Aero though. Killer Brown will probably be in pretty soon, so Bats will not have to worry about him. It's going to be a lot of time that he's going to have to make up, though, isn't it? Lonagawaga puts in the fastest lap, though those soft compound tires are pretty quick. We'll see if J7 SMJ counters Bats' move this lap. Yeah, this battle for third is really spicing up. It's going to be the battle for the lead pretty soon, and I'm sure these guys know it. Freddy's had another wreck. Jason SMJ's wrecked! He's at the wall! Swing damage for Jason SMJ! He's gonna have to pin! Oh my gosh, that changes everything! Jason SMJ knew he had to pit this lap, and he absolutely cucked himself! He put it in the wall! He put it in the wall! Oh boy! He's gonna be 10 seconds behind Bats Plus, and that's gonna cost him a few positions. Bats only needs 5 points in this championship battle. Jason SMJ has to get his shit together, or else he's gonna lose this championship. Mclaren versus Ferrari here. It's gonna be quite interesting. I don't know what I was saying there. I'm just shocked, man. He actually wrecked and we caught it on stream. How far behind? Well, oh, he's gonna be really far behind. It's gonna come. Bats Plus is in the driver's seat, man. I'll tell you that. That's all I'm gonna say. These guys look like they're really going well for a win here too. J7 SMJ is 12 seconds behind Bats Plus now. All Bats has to do is get into P7, and J7 SMJ gets no points, and Bats is the champion. And I think the more people that wreck ahead of Bats, I think the better for him. The Pastor might take the provisional lead here, because I'm pretty sure Curtis J is going to pit pretty soon. Curtis has got excellent pace, and he's another car that's going to be ahead of J7 SMJ. I don't think J7 SMJ can make up 10 seconds to Curtis. Curtis stays out, waiting for a safety car. I think that's what he's trying to do. Galaxy Aero makes a move on Killer Brown. He'll probably be pitting pretty soon. Not yet. Bats is 3 seconds behind those guys. We'll see some of these guys, these medium guys pit. I don't think they will. Fast slap 28.3. That is really quick. And those softs are good to go to the end. They won't have as, they'll be quicker until the end over those mediums easily. They'd be quicker to the end even if, they were on the same age tires as Robin's trying to sneak it around the outside of Tapastor, but he's going to get squeezed out there. Tapastor has to use some ERS though, because Robin will try to make a move through cops, but it's not going to happen. Homie's losing a lot of time to Bats Plus. Bats Plus is flying, man. He sees that he can win this championship now, and he's taking full advantage of it. Jason Osumj's losing time to Bats Plus as well. Robin looks like the provisional favorite for this race win, if I'm being honest here. He is flying. He's in the slipstream of Tapastor. Can he make a move into Stowe? Not this lap, but he could set him up for the next. Tapastor is going to start to be a bit quicker than Robin at some point, though, on those hards, which will start to work into their operating window, where they're the hards are actually a very good tire once you get to like 30 to 40%. Because they don't drop off at all. And the grip stays the same basically the whole stint since you're losing fuel. Man, this is close action. Curtis J still staying out. At some point he's going to have to pit for softs. But I think it's time to go to Bats Plus after this straight. Because that's really what we want to see, is what's going to happen in this championship battle. First car he has to overtake here is Killer Brown's, and he should be able to get him on the straightaway. Here he comes. Easy move on Brown's into the braking zone of turn 4, I believe. Yep. And Bats Plus is up into 11th. That's another car. Jason Osumj actually won't have to overtake because Brown's is going to have to pit. I wonder what Curtis J's strategy truly is. I think it's hoping for a safeguard, but will that happen? I don't think it will. Tapastor's going to go for him with this lap, isn't he? Yep, he's coming. He's sitting with the battery and easily passes Marone, who probably has no battery left, if we're being honest here. Yeah, he's out. Tapastor, 50%. Robin, around 40. It's based off what I can see. Onto the straightaway, and Marone is still pretty close. Same with Robin. Hallmar's keeping with these guys, and told you near the door is really quick, and he's going to be within striking distance in a few laps without DRS. Think about that. Oh, as the two losses have contact! And Marone's going to get a warning for resetting the track. We're going to ban that next season, but it's not too big of a deal. Marone's going to have to try and stay with near the door now, and that's really going to cost him a shot at this win. It looks like that's the case. Killer Brown pits, and that's a free position for Jason 07J. So right now, Bats Plus's target is really Acid Masters. He's starting to struggle to catch up to these guys, actually, which I find quite interesting. Meanwhile, Vieira Robin pretty close to Tapastor. Tapastor's starting to stretch his legs, though. I think he was being really cautious behind Marone. You can see that because Hallmar's starting to lose the gap, too. Further back, Galaxy Aram about to make a move on United Bosnia. That's possible be in striking distance on the next straightaway, the Wellington straight. Here comes Galaxy. Into Stowe, nice move. That's it done. Bats, it'll be crucial for Bats to get by these guys on the Wellington straight, at least one of them, and then pass the other into Stowe, because as long as these guys keep battling, it should be a pretty easy move. Maybe even into, yeah, Bats Plus makes the move around the final corner in Galaxy. Wow. Galaxy is going to see that Ferrari go off into the distance. It's a 4-point gap in the championship now. Actually, it's a 3-point gap. Bats Plus does not have a penalty, remember? Or no, Bats Plus has fastest lap. That's what I meant. Onto the straightaway. I think Bats should get ahead of Bosnia. No, he's not going to go for it this lap. Going back up to Robin now. We have two separate battles that we're really watching. Marone has lost the DRS in the other door. Bass is really going to get screwed over with waiting behind Bosnia, isn't he? But here comes Robin on this lap. I think he'll be able to pull off the move for the provisional lead once Curtis J finally pits. Unless he thinks he can go to the end. I mean, I don't know what he's waiting for now. Safety car still? I mean, it's not going to happen. Yep, he's pitting this lap finally. Killer Brown's gotten by London Guaga. Nice move from Killer. He's quite far back, but still enjoying his time, hopefully. Bats Plus has gone by United Bosnia on the straightaway. Now he chases after... What's his name? Oh, it's Freddy. Fred the Red's heading off. A minute down. Hopefully he can get rejoin safely. Not because of safety car. I want to see this play out naturally. Robin's pretty close. Hallmar's driven an excellent race. Neo the Door is still my favorite, though. I think Neo's the favorite. What do you guys think, the drivers or spectators in the comments? What do you guys think is going to happen here? Bats Plus and Jason SMJ are tied in the championship right now. Remember that. Oh, Curtis battling with Jason SMJ. I think he let him by. Curtis might be quicker, though. Robin's really quick, though, this lap. Hallmark, he's keeping with these guys, but he's about to lose that DRS. Oh, yeah, Hallmark's really pushing, man. Neo the Door's just outside the DRS windows. Here comes Robin for the lead. In a stow. Nice move from the Dutchman. Meanwhile, Bats Plus on Lange, getting close. Curtis J's drop Jason SMJ. So it's falling apart for Jason SMJ. He holds the tiebreaker in terms. Actually, there isn't a tiebreaker. I completely forgot about that, man. This could be a tied championship again. But I think Jason SMJ's championship hopes are really gone, and I think that's starting to set in for him a little bit. Bats Plus looks like he could be your champion. About to make a move on Lange as well here. Bats Plus not going for the move. He's going to wait until the hanger's straight and then gap him. I guess he can sort of afford to do. Doesn't look like Jason SMJ is going to catch up to Galaxy for a point. All Bats Plus has to do is wait for the right opportunity, and he'll easily make the move. Hallmar actually might pull off a move onto Pastor at some point. In the other door, finally's gotten into that DRS range, but he's out of DRS. He is on the edge right now. Really. Onto the straightaway this time. Bats Plus. He's going to activate that DRS. ERS. Lange is too, but Lange, you just can't do much here. Lange might try to help out his friend, but it's not going to do much. And at this moment, Bats Plus is the championship leader. Oh, we've had a wrecker, Freddy. Hope he doesn't cause a safety car. Please do not cause a safety car. We want to see this play out naturally. I might actually lose my mind if there was a safety car. Just for the sake of it being a driver who's like 2 laps down. No offense to you, Freddy, but I mean, you could just call it quits in the pits. To be honest, I don't care anymore. If he wants to finish it, finish it. Going for Killer Brown. Down with London Guaga. Hopefully he's enjoying his time back there. Not much else to do, really, is there? That strategy sort of screwed him over, didn't it? Same with Curtis. And Jason SMJ. But Jason SMJ did have that spin, and that's really cost him. Just that one moment. That's all it took. It could have happened to either driver, man. This season's been so close. What I think is going to really hurt Jason SMJ is just thinking about those unnecessary mistakes he had at some points in the season. Like, it might not even like affect him because like last race, especially with that 10-second time penalty, lost him 5 points. I mean, Bats Plus still could finish 6th. Actually, that would have been a 1-point gap probably, something like that. But it's just silly mistakes that really cost him in the long run. Bats Plus had some of those mistakes too. I mean, last week he was really off the pace, did not have any speed, but eventually he figured it out. He didn't figure it out last week. What am I saying? He figured it out this week. He's been probably the quickest driver in the field, if we're being honest. Neo the Door has been close, but Neo is falling off with those tires, and he has been gapped. Here comes the Pastor, though, in the slipstream on the Wellington straight around the outside. He's going to try and do a cutback move on Mr. Robin. Can't pull off the move, though. But really, it's just been an excellent season from Bats Plus and Jason SMJ. Really a lot of exciting moments. Just feel bad for Jason SMJ. That one mistake just threw everything away, really. And right now, he'd probably be right with Bats Plus, because he was 12 seconds back. He'd be 8th or 9th, and he'd be chilling. You know? Ooh, Halmar. Holy crap, Halmar Hypo just got past to Pastor, who I'm guessing spun somewhere. Almost. Halmar could win this race. And I guess we should start to focus on that battle for the lead a little bit more. Somebody's wrecked. Not sure who. It must have been Lange. What's interesting is Jason SMJ has not been able to catch Homie at all, either. I think he sort of just called it quits. It kind of sucks for him. Like, as I said, he put so much work into the season. And he drove really well, actually. And it's going to be the 3rd straight championship where he loses it really in the final race. The previous 2 were ties in the junior tier, and then he moved up to the premier tier of WSR, the only tier this season, but we'll be back to 2 next. And he put on a show. He was so good in those opening few races. Bats Plus missed a lot of races too, don't forget that. But Jason SMJ was in control of this championship easily, and he sort of let it fall away. I mean, the incident at Japan where we jokingly talked about causing a safety car, and he actually caused a safety car when he was in the lead by 15 seconds. Stuff like that really screwed him as the season went on. And Halmar Hypel, what a race for him. We'll see if he stays for next season, him and Robin, what they can do in terms of a championship battle. Neo the Door has wrecked. He lost it, man. Neo was pushing like crazy. One of the quickest drivers in the field today, but the strategy just didn't help him, and that mistake under this VSC that cost him a drive-through really cost him in the long run. Absolutely. Now we're about to start the final lap of the season. And one last thing I'd like to talk about is that we're probably going to have a mini Christmas championship. No prizes, no prize pool or anything like that, but just something fun for you guys to do. So I don't want to have like a 1.5 month layover where we do nothing, you know? We'll do some lobbies, have some fun, most importantly. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. Halmar Hypel's lost it. Here comes Pastor. Can Pastor catch up to Robin and try and make a move on the final lap? I think it's going to be pretty difficult, especially with him battling Halmar at the end of the first sector on the Wellington straight. As he gets ahead though, I think he will clear him on exit. And now he's got to close a 1 second gap to Robin, who could win his 2nd race this season. And you have to wonder, could Robin be a championship contender next year? Pastor certainly was this year. He's only going to finish around 30 points off Bats and Jason SMJ, but it wasn't enough for Pastor as he made so many silly errors at certain points. I mean, if you take away his spins, I think he could have won the championship, really. Would have been very close indeed. But coming around the final corner now, VER Robin is probably going to be your race winner here. Bats Plus is going to be your champion by... looks like it's going to be 2 points. Here comes Robin, though, around the final corner. What an excellent drive from him. He perfected the strategy to perfection. Tabasco finished 2nd. Halmar Hypel finished 3rd. Neo the Door in 4th. Marone in 5th. Bats Plus on the final lap gets by Aston Masters for 6th and extends his gap in the championship to 4 points. Bats Plus is your WSR Season 5 champion. Aston Masters takes 7th, United Bosnia in 8th, Lange in 9th, Galaxy in 10th, Xiaomi in 11th, Curtis J in 12th, and J707J finishes in 13th. And he loses the championship at the final race. In the final half of the race, due to a spin, and he loses his chance at his first championship crown outright. Prayers for J707J. But Bats Plus, what a hell of a season from you. He only did he was a reserve for about half the season, and he started showing up to every race once I think he saw he had a chance at the championship. Just something I would have done if I was in the same position. Because J707J, while he was very good, he was still making some mistakes early in the season. And he could have had this championship secure by, I don't know, around 7 or 8, really. By about 50 points, but instead it was around 25-30, and Bats Plus took advantage of that. And just slowly creeped into the picture in the championship table. And eventually he took the lead today. Provisionally, as long as we don't have any incidents, which I don't think we will. So that was a pretty good race. But, I mean, yeah, he just had a really good race today. And, yeah, nothing much else to say, is there? If you guys have anything in the comments you want to talk about, I mean, I'm open to it. And we'll go through a rundown one more time. Last of the season before the mini championship. Over Christmas and December and January. Robin was your winner here today. Excellent drive. To pass your second place man. Halmar Hoppel finishes 3rd. Almost got 2nd in the win. Near the door, quickest driver today. Finishes 4th. Maroon in 5th. Bats Plus in 6th. As the Masters finished 7th. Bosnia in 8th. Lange 69 in 9th. 10th was Galaxy and Rim. 11th was Xiaomi. 12th was Curtis. 13th J707J. 14th Killer Round. 15th London. 16th same TJ. 17th Fred the Red. 18th Stu. 19th by Mina Bot, and rounding off the grid was Matthew Hero. Can we do Portimao again? Over that mini championship series or whatever you want to call it, where we're going to do some different events. Yeah, sure. Definitely. I think that was a really good track. I like this track too. This track put on a good show. And it's going to be on the next season's calendar, so I'd prefer to pick tracks that probably wouldn't be on the next season calendar. Like maybe we'll do a Monaco race just for fun. But we'll see. Obviously. What time and day will the Tier 2 be? I'm thinking Tier 2, if we're going to have a Tier 2, which, Aston Masters, you probably could be in both. But you might just be in Tier 1. Depends on how many drivers we can get for Tier 1. Like, that are really, really quick, like Robin, J707J level. But Tier 2 would probably be on the same day, maybe like 2 hours before, is what I'm thinking. I'd have to do back-to-back, though. But I like the Saturday time slot for us. I think it works better. And I don't want to move Tier 1 back, so it'll probably be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. That'd be 8 GMT. So, I mean, it's interesting, isn't it? I like it. The idea of that. So yeah, I mean, there's nothing else for me really to talk about. I think I'll see you guys. That's the only question you have? Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Yeah, I know you can. I don't think this was your best track, though. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you can. Obviously, you can invite a bunch of people and then we'll figure it out. We'll do probably evaluation races mid-January. And start the season probably last week of January, maybe February, but we can obviously invite these guys to test run in the mini championship that we're gonna do, just for fun. It's gonna have different events, you know, realistic cars. We'll do some F2 maybe. We'll do tracks like Monaco, Azerbaijan, where it's gonna be absolute chaos. Maybe 13 lap races, or no, 50% races. You know, no, 25% races. Sorry. We'll do stuff like that. Just mix it up. That's what a mini championship over a break's supposed to do. And then we'll be back for season 6, which will have 2 tiers. I don't care what anybody says. we have a lot of drivers who want to race with us. But that means Tier 2 would not have highlights or anything like that. We're going to have the track, the limits guide or whatever you want to call it. And maybe I'll add some other stuff. Other creative ideas. If I have time, obviously. I will do that stuff. So yep, sounds great. Yep. That's about it. This is the Fish signing off one last time. Congrats to Bats Plus and J707J for an excellent championship fight. See you guys. Take it easy.